We're gonna do a little bacon wrapped cabbage ball today. Let's go. So, I made this video on TikTok. It went viral, had over 2 million views. A lot of negativity, a lot of people like I'm trying that. Well, I guarantee you one thing. If you're not trying it and putting some of that yum yum, get you some spicy Danos, a little bit of that pop pop on your bacon wrapped cabbage, you're not doing it right. What I'm gonna show you today is I'm gonna use a lot of Danos, I'm gonna use a lot of bacon, and I'm gonna use a lot of love. And I'm gonna take this cabbage ball, we're gonna core it out, we're gonna put bacon inside of it, we're gonna put butter in it, we're gonna put spicy Danos on it, we're gonna wrap it in bacon, we're gonna smoke it for almost 5 hours, and then we're gonna enjoy us some of that yum yum, get you some cabbage. So, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment about what you think about this. Let's go. So first we're gonna start off, we're gonna pull, we need 2 big pieces of the outer layer of the cabbage. So I think that's our 2 pieces right there. Actually, we're gonna go one more because that one's just a little ugly. So we're gonna peel this one off as well. We may not be able to salvage this one. That's all right, because we got our 2 ones that we need right there. So we'll just kind of hang on to this just in case we need it. I don't think we will. But now we're gonna cut the core out, and then we're gonna cut the core out again. So we're gonna make our initial cutting of the core out. One thing you don't wanna do is go too far in and go through the bottom, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna make us a hole here, and it's gonna hold all our grease from the bacon and the butter. Now, if you're on a diet, this probably isn't for you, but I'm telling you what, if you love flavor, this is exactly for you. So we're just gonna get this bad boy cored out. This may take a minute. Now, I didn't have my really sharp handy dandy knife, but I got me one. It may just take a little longer than planned. Be careful. Go down, kind of wedge it in there, and pull it out. Like so. Just keep working your way around it. We're almost there. Did I mention be careful? All right, so now we can pull that part out. So that's just trash. We're gonna throw that right there in the trash can. There's my trash can in case you're wondering. Yep, this is a Titan 2000 trash can I picked up over at Walmart. If you need a trash can, go to Walmart, get you a Titan 2000. So now we got it cored out. Basically what we have is we have our, I don't know what you want to call it. We have our little radius here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of dig the core out, and we're just going to keep going around, and we're going to get a bunch of this cabbage out of the middle. Once you get the main core piece out, the rest of it will be pretty easy. And you can actually save this and make something with it, not the core part. I'm going to get rid of that. So you can see we got us a little hole in there. And now we're just going to keep kind of widen it a little bit, just like this. Because what we're trying to do is make us a big enough hole to hold all the grease, to hold some bacon, because I'm going to pack it with bacon. Like I said, be careful. You can save all that. But I'm just gonna get rid of it for the sake of the video. Trying to get to the point for you. You can see that cabbage comes out pretty easy. Like so. So look at that, we got us a nice big hole to put all our flavor in there. I think I'm gonna say that's good. We don't need to, I mean, that's about all you need. Maybe I'm gonna get that last little bit right there. Get that out. All right, so now we got us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces of bacon. So I want to put 3 over the top and then 3 over the top. That's 6. So that gives me 5 pieces of bacon that I'm going to jam inside of here. I got me a half stick of butter. I know it doesn't look like a half stick. It's because it's the little thicker piece, the thicker chunks of butter. We call this man butter. If you're a man, you buy the big butter chunks. So got a half stick here. It might be a little over half a stick. But actually the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the spicy Danos. And I'm going to hit that trigger finger, that pop pop. If you don't know what it is, it's that pop pop. You hear that? Pop pop, pop pop. Now what I'm doing here is when I squeeze this bottle, I can sprinkle like this, right? Yeah, it'll come out. But if you squeeze it, you squeeze that seasoning out just like that. And that's that pop pop, baby. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, he's using a whole bottle. No, really I'm not. That's just adding flavor. That's all these herbs and spices right here. Check it out. This is all the salt that's in a whole bottle of Danos. We use real sea salt, so you still get the good salt flavor because it's a high quality salt. We got lemon peel, orange peel, garlic, onion, rosemary is the main flavor profile. But check it out. So we already got our seasoning in there. I'm gonna take the rest of this butter and I'm just gonna throw it in just like so. Allergies are rolling.
Danos too.
And the Danos. So we got our butter in, put a little bit more Danos on top. Now I'm gonna take these 5 pieces here and I'm just gonna kind of wad them up, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna smoke this for about 3 hours and then we're gonna pull it off and we're gonna pull these out of the inside. So right now we're just kind of piling them in there and we'll let them just really get all the flavor out of the bacon. Put a little more Danos on it. We're just wrapping these up kind of in a ball so when we pull them out, they'll be easy to handle. Just like that. Telling you what, guys, I did this because I was just playing around and I stumbled upon something awesome. That, and we'll go one more piece. So that's leaving us 6 pieces for the top. And we're almost ready to throw this on the smoker. So I'm gonna take 3 pieces, lay them over the top. Just like so. A little bit more Danos. I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, you're just putting the whole bottle on it, and really not, but you know, just adding flavor. If you love flavor, that's why I'm here. Then we put 3 over the top. We're gonna hit it one more time with some more spicy Danos. You don't always have to go spicy. I just love using the spicy because it's just like the original, just with some added cayenne. So now we got it. Now we're gonna smoke this for 3 hours. If I throw this on the smoker just like this for 3 hours, it's gonna burn this bacon. So what you do, this is why we kept these extra pieces right here. So I'm gonna kind of cover it up just like so. Keep that bacon from burning. Now you might have a couple exposed pieces here and here, but that's all right, because what's gonna happen is after 3 hours when we pull this off, those little exposed burnt pieces of bacon, I'm gonna pull them off and put them in the hole as I pull the cooked bacon out of the hole and lay those back over the top. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So, as you can see, let's put this bad boy on the smoker. We're gonna smoke it for 3 hours. I got it set at 250, the Gorilla Grill. It's a smoker, pellet smoker. So we're gonna smoke this at 350 for 2.5 hours, or 3 hours. And then we're gonna pull it off. We're gonna adjust the bacon, and then we're gonna smoke it for another hour. So about 4.5 hours is our cook time on this. So let's throw it on. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, because those are Wagyu beef ribs, and we're working on that recipe today as well. So we'll just set that right there, and we'll see you here in a little bit. Time to grab this cabbage off. Let me get my little mitten over here. All right, so now we're taking the cabbage off. Now this is kind of the most important part, so pay attention. Make sure close my grill back up. You know what's cooking right there? Well, you'll just have to subscribe. Check it out. All right, so I did poke me a little toothpick in there because the cabbage was wanting to fall off. So now, remove the toothpick. You can toss these pieces of cabbage. I guess you could eat them if you want. I'm not going to. But I'm gonna set them right there just in case somebody gets hungry. So, what you see right here, you can see that some of the bacon is done because it was a little exposed, but a lot of it is just cooked and it's kind of rendered that fat a little bit, and that fat hopefully soaked into our cabbage. But what we're gonna do here, this is the important part. We're gonna take off our bacon and lay it to the side. And you can see all our bacon here. It's definitely not done. You don't want to eat this bacon yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to lay it out, and we're going to rebuild this head of cabbage all over again so we can get this bacon cooked. Everybody was asking me how long did I cook this for. The first time I only cooked it for about 4 hours. This one's gonna cook for about 5 hours. And I honestly think you could probably cook this thing for 7 or 8. You're not gonna hurt it, it's cabbage. So get this bacon laid out here. Got one more little piece. Now look at all that juice down in there. That's just the good ones. That's that bacon fat. That's the butter. Kind of roll that around, maybe let it seep in a little bit. Yeah. Kind of stir it up a little bit. Look at that. That's the butter. Now what you can do is kind of poke in. I'm going to take this butter knife here, and I'm going to kind of poke me some holes. Make sure you don't penetrate all the way through, because then you're going to ruin this whole thing we got going on. But I'm going to kind of slice some slices in here to really let that flavor and all that grease and that butter and that goodness of Dano's really penetrate into this cabbage. So we're kind of just poking some holes in there. You can't mess this thing up. The only way you can mess this up is by poking all the way through and putting a hole in the bottom and letting everything go out. We're totally just, look at that. You can see how it's kind of already disappearing a little bit, and it's kind of soaking down into that cabbage. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so now this is where we take our pieces of bacon that are already cooked, and we're just gonna kind of throw them down in there because they don't need to really cook that much. And we'll just throw them in there. Just like that. Just like that. And like that. Here's some cooked bacon over here. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. And you know what? We're gonna hit it with a little bit of Dano's too. Just like that. Now, this is when you take, actually you're gonna keep your more rare pieces of this bacon that haven't really cooked at all. We're gonna put those on the top, the tip top. So we're gonna kind of take these pieces of bacon that don't need as much exposure, and we'll lay these over first, like so. And then we'll grab these more raw pieces, and we'll lay them over like this. Might have to get me a couple toothpicks so I can kind of poke these sides in. I might not have to, but just lay that bacon over. Just like that. Just lay that right over the top. We'll grab this one more time. Can't ever have enough, I'm telling you what. It's just flavor, y'all. This is actually a special flavor here. If it looks different, it's because it's got chipotle in it. It's a recipe I'm working on. So, look at that. Now, we just throw this bad boy back on. We're gonna let it go for 2 more hours and then wait till you see the final product. Here we go. Bacon ball back on, baby. See you in 2 hours. Cabbage ball results. Let's go. It's been 5 hours. Hoping. All right, let's go. Let's not drop it. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't drop that. Get excited, we're getting ready to cut into this bad boy. Bacon, perfectly cooked. Look at that. Well, you got these that aren't all the way cooked. That's all right. We'll be good. You know what we'll do? Take these pieces right here, throw them right back on the smoker. They'll be done in no time. So check this out, y'all. Look at that. So let's get the bacon out of here. Once again, let me remind you, if you're on a diet, this probably isn't for you. But if you're somebody that loves flavor and you love bacon and you love cabbage, I made this for you. All right, so get zoomed in on that. Look at all that juicy goodness right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some more slits in here. Instead of me cutting in this whole thing in half and letting that all go away, we're just gonna let that absorb in. You can see it's already gone basically. So, look at that. It just absorbed straight into that cabbage. Now let's go on. I'm not sure if there's an exact proper way to cut this, so I'm just gonna cut this bad boy right in half. We're gonna get us a look. Look at that. You can see, I probably could have kept that on there. It didn't all the way cook here, like it didn't totally saturate it, but down here on the bottom, that's gonna be our best pieces. Let's go on and get us a bite here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this piece right here. And this is how you want to do it. Get you a piece of bacon, like so. I'm gonna take that piece of cabbage, put it just in, just like that. I'm gonna wrap that bad boy up. That, my friends, is how you do the bacon wrapped cabbage ball. Try this and tell me it's not one of the best things you ever made with cabbage and bacon. And I'm not gonna believe you. That's amazing, y'all. For real. The cabbage cooked with the butter and the bacon grease and the crispy bacon, wrap it up, that Dano's flavor. That's that yum yum get you some. Mmm. Look at that. Look at that juice coming out. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I know you're thinking, what on earth is this? Well, it's dang good, is what it is. Dang good. Look at that. So I'm gonna get that piece right there. Wrap it in the bacon. If you haven't subscribed by now, make sure you do it. Give a like, give a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite thing to put Danos on. And tell me what you want to see next. I love y'all. Keep sprinkling. See you next time.